And there we are. Welcome everybody to another Monster Mash. It is your host. I am Jake or BB or whatever else you want to call me from the Ready to Die channel, the blog, all of that. And we are here tonight to test out another monster. I am joined by three familiar, I guess faces is the wrong word to call them, three familiar, hopefully familiar voices by this point, as well as a newcomer. So I'm going to start with Robin. So Rob and I played in a mutual friends Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign, and when that ended, Robin wanted a little bit more PF2E. And so
yes.
Here we are. And so Robin, go ahead, introduce yourself, introduce your character, give us a little bit about who you are playing tonight.
I'm Robin. I've played TTRPGs for like 8 years now, I want to say, both game shops and online. My character doesn't have much of a character, as I just kind of slapped it together and while I had time between work. But it is just a nice little sword and board orky boy that was based off of my first character that I made in an adventure path module way back in D&D 5e.
All right. And what is this character's name? Just to sort of introduce him to the audience.
This is Baldir. It was Baldir Duraton was the initial one because I was like, shit, D&D, I don't know. I play World of Warcraft. Baldur's Gate, Duratar, yeah.
Excellent.
And that's how it came out.
Oh, awesome. Now, along with Robin, we have a slightly, like I said, a more familiar class. Starting, and you know what, we'll just go in order from newest to oldest. Next up would be Oreo, in that case.
Yes, of course! Don't you worry. Lex, or Lexington Steel here. He is a human ranger, taking up snipering and being a bounty hunter. Inspired from, oh god, what's the name of it? It's, got Idris Elba in it. I completely forgot it earlier as well.
Oh, the Stephen
King?
The
Tower? Yeah,
the
that
Dark
one.
Tower.
The Dark Tower. I tried going for that.
Very cool. Well, I've never watched it nor read it, so we'll have to
Right.
rely on
I've
somebody
watched
else
it once,
to know.
Never read it.
So we'll have to know. Somebody else will have to tell us how well you pulled it off. Next up would be Shy. Shy, who I can always trust to bring some weeby shit into my monster matches.
Well, I figure this is as good a time as any to introduce exactly who that weeb individual is. Yes, I am the not-so-shy Shy. Hello. I am playing really the very quickest build I have ever made, and so it's not like it's very accurate, but this is someone by the name of Soleil from Fire Emblem Fates. There we go. I had to think about that. Yeah, so funny enough, also very sword and boardy, but I really was just using this as an what's it called? An excuse, there we go, to just make, a champion. So it's a level 3 champion with the, what's it called? It's one of the new ones.
Ooh, one of the... Yeah, I actually haven't read up on all the remastered causes and stuff, so I'm excited to see it.
Not even exaggerating when I say I found out about the two new ones today.
When you're trying to make the character?
Quite literally. So, we'll get to see how it pans out.
Excellent. We'll learn together. Yeah, Morgan in the house chiming in with new champion is kind of hype. I actually don't have any plans currently in place for a champion build, so I'm eager to see what you can pull off with the new stuff for it.
Ally, when it's not a reinforced shield, is kind of broken at level 3, not gonna lie.
Ooh, okay. Well, excited to see
At least
that.
It feels that way.
I guess we will find out. And then the oldest in playtime, at least specifically with me, of the crew here is none other than Decaf. And fittingly, Decaf is playing a version of a character that I know very well. It is actually the first character Decaf played in any of my games, I believe.
That is correct. Yeah, so across my campaigns, I renamed him as William, but you know him as best my most notorious sorcerer, Nakai. He is a fire elemental sorcerer, pretty much as straightforward as you can come, because he was built very shortly after PF2E came out, and I have not needed to do anything other than just update the remaster rules, and he looks exactly the same.
He's been the MVP of quite a few fights. Except for that one where he wandered off alone and got taken out by the living sap.
Oh yeah.
And so, as we have said, a couple of them have said these have been quick builds, and that is because these are all level 3 characters. Now, in these monster tests, I always run them as easy encounters, just because it makes it, well, a little easier on me to figure out the balance of, to get the hang of, and see the numbers for what they are. That being said, I do think this party is going to make me cry. So we'll get into it. We'll get into it. We'll see how this goes. My poor monster. My poor baby. Let's all right. So the 4 of you are venturing, and you are searching for a flower that is rumored to bloom only under the light of the stars. This flower is going to be used in an extract by a witch that has employed you, that has hired you for your services, to create, this special potion, this poultice, or whatever she's got going on. The 4 of you have made it out into the woods, but as you are searching through the foliage, through the tall grass for this verdant piece of value, there is a rustling in the aforementioned tall grass, and suddenly rising from it is a strange beetle-like creature with a predominantly crimson shell that you can make out in the starlight. It has large black eyes that glimmer, and it has 4 limbs that end in simple, like, hands currently balled into fists. It flies on these wings that normally appear to be under a carapace, sort of buzzing around aggressively. And as it eyes you up, we are going to go ahead and move into combat. So, I'm going to enter a toggle combat state. Alright, now Robin is new to Foundry, so we're going to explain stuff as we go. So Robin, if you look under your toolbar, there is the, cross swords.
Yes.
That is the encounter tracker. And so you can click on that, and your character should show up there, and you're going to roll for initiative. But I suppose, before we get into all that, I should show you guys what this creature looks like. Ta-da!
Oh, it's adorable.
Yep, so we have the, what's it called? The For Honor, Oathbreaker or something? What are they? What are the flail guys?
Conqueror, I believe.
Conqueror versus my
so.
little ladybug.
That is how Pokemon works.
Actually,
Yeah, yes, it does.
You're not wrong.
My poor child. All right, middle of the pack. It is flying in the air, as I said. It is hovering right about on level with your guys' heads. So it's not way high in the air or anything like that. And first act is going to be Baldir.
Oh no, I wasn't prepared for this.
Oh no. Well, you could always delay.
I will delay.
All right.
Someone else take it.
Baldir delays. William Afton. No, sorry. I was just watching.
It's time for me to delay. No, I'm kidding. I will.
Everybody delays. You know what? I'd be fine with that. That is an acceptable start to this encounter.
I don't normally enjoy cones, but I will go ahead and let's see here. I have a 25-foot move speed.
I forgot.
Yes. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That puts me just in range. I'll go ahead and just start us off by moving in and casting Breathe Fire.
Oh no, I'm not a fan. Let me check something real quick. Damn it. Okay. I gotta figure out how to set up my aura. Actually, you have entered my aura. So
Oh no, there's an aura.
As you draw closer, yep. Sorry, I didn't have it shown, but I guess you wouldn't really know it was there anyway.
That's valid.
As you draw that close, you hear like the thrumming of its wings creates a strange, disquieting noise. This it's like it puts you ill at ease, and so I am going to need you to give me a will save.
Ooh.
And so, Robin, for reference, so when I throw something like this up in chat, if you have your character selected, you can click on that DC, and it'll just roll it off of your character sheet.
Well, that's nice.
Of course. Well, I'm just getting this one out of the way, but I will take my critical
Take your
failure.
lumps, yeah. So this buzz, like it gets in your ears, and it's just like it's throwing you off. It's making it hard to concentrate, hard to focus, and it leaves you stupefied 2.
Oof.
Which unfortunately I can only give as you to 1, but I can then click to increase to 2.
Which means I need to overcome a DC check.
DC
to even
7.
cast my spell. Yep. Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Critical
we can
success.
Still get it off.
Okay. And I will now go ahead and make my save. Come on, little buddy. Now, he is going to actually have a +1 to whatever I roll.
Ooh.
But that doesn't
well,
matter
there
when he
you go.
comes in with a natural 20. He just darts higher into the air, soaring over your scorching flames that set the field afire.
Love it. All right. That's my 3 actions.
All right.
Just to be clear, he's within reach, right? Like
Yes.
he's floating. Okay.
Yep.
I will take my turn now then.
Ooh, okay. All right. So let me
I will-
adjust. There we go.
I will start off with a sudden charge to move the 25 feet. Well, let's say the 35 feet right behind him.
Okay. Okay, I will also need... I'll throw it up again in chat, because I will need you to make a save against the disquieting buzz as well. Ooh, 2
Oh, that's
critical
incredible.
failures.
No.
Now, do I make my attack before or after this stupefied gets put into place?
After, but it shouldn't affect your attack. Because stupefied only affects, you can actually hover over it if you have your character selected. You can see a little like icon up in the corner there.
Yes.
And if you look towards like the toolbar, it shows up right alongside there. Your thoughts and instincts are clouded. Stupefied always includes a value, in this case 2. You gain a status bonus equal to this value on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma-based checks and DCs, including will saving throws, spell attack modifiers, spell DCs, and skill checks that use these attribute modifiers. Anytime you attempt to cast a spell while stupefied, the spell is disrupted unless you succeed at a DC, in this case 7, flat check, and the DC is on a 5 plus your stupefied value.
All right.
So-
Here's my...
Oh
This isn't
no!
just incredible. This is fantastic.
For those that missed it, because I didn't start the stream until later, while rolling earlier, Robin got a natural 20. Just with an attack, just rolling it. Oh, that is...
We're just getting him out of the way.
Yeah. Alright, so
I
that was
agree.
2 actions. You do have 1 remaining, and you're going to use it to raise a shield.
That's it.
Alright, excellent. Well, what I'm going to do here, because I did have somebody close on me into melee... Ooh, you're casting spells... But you know what? I have to like test out this creature's abilities. I have to see what all of them can do and if they're working out well for it. So, we're gonna start with a rapid fire rumble. So you see this bug-like creature turns on you, Baldur. Sorry, which one?
Baldur.
Baldur.
Baldur. Okay,
Legally distinct.
Baldur. All right. This little bug turns on you, And, you see its 4 fists come up, and then just suddenly, all at once, it is just a flurry of blows coming at you from all 4 of them. So, bringing all 4 of its fists to bear, the Ledian unleashes a furious flurry that leaves no room to evade it. It makes a fist strike. On a success, it deals 2d6 additional damage, but on a failure, though not a critical failure, it deals damage from a single fist strike to its target. So, I'm going to go ahead and I got my Ledian selected. I'm targeting you. I'm just going to go ahead and roll a strike.
Hits.
It's even with the shield raise, gets through there. Again, it's just there's these too many fists coming at you to block, and let's see what we got. So this is going to be the initial damage from just the first fist strike, but then there's another 7 on top of that. So if
Would
you
I
have
be
your
able to use my shield block action on that 7?
well, so these are added together, so it's a total of 19. I just
Gotcha,
have
okay,
them
never mind.
separated from a design. Actually, I probably could figure it out a way to do them. Yeah, I don't know.
You went lazy with it.
A little bit, yeah. So, did you want to shield block that 19 damage?
No, I do not. Thank you.
Okay. So, as long as you have your character selected, you can just go ahead and click the damages there, and it'll apply them automatically. You see where it says like the little like broken heart? Yep. Perfect.
Oh man, that's convenient.
I know, right? There's a lot of automation in Foundry. It is very nice. But all right, it's a good start for my little dude. Let's hope he can keep it going. Lex, it is your turn.
Yes, beautiful. Well, you're within 90 feet, and I shoot guns, so I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot you. You see?
I hope you miss.
I hope I don't. It'd be nice if I didn't. There we go.
Oh boy, that's the second gunslinger that has like had their first attack been a crit in what, like 2 games, three Monster Mashes.
It's lovely. It's my first time playing a ranger. What do you want?
All right.
So that's a crit,
yes, that is a crit.
Oh, beautiful. You'll love to see it.
It's a natural 20.
Oh, I didn't even. Here's the thing. I'll admit, this entire time I've not had the dice, and I've missed them, and I don't know how to turn them back on. That's okay. I'll figure it out after I.
Oh, I had to turn off the dice tray because what was it? The update. They didn't mesh with the new update. I had to do. Okay.
Wow.
You know what?
See how it is.
13
It did
damage.
nothing.
Yeah, that is. Whew, I'm getting off lucky.
There you go.
Okay.
You're so welcome. And then I am going to see about covered reload. I would like to, because I'm hiding by this
bush?
tree over here. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you allow that as cover, then I would like to reload and cover.
It is weird to me that your guy just started in a bush, but you were looking for a flower. So, yes, I
Sure.
will let you... I'll let you... Are you trying to hide or take cover here? Sorry. I wasn't...
We'll do take cover.
Okay. Yeah, you have taken cover, and you get that increase.
Good. I don't know what it really increases. All I know is that it reloads. So,
well, take cover. So if we look at this, you're benefiting from cover, and you are benefiting from a little cover because you got the bush there. If you have standard cover, you instead gain greater cover, which provides a +4 circumstance bonus to AC, to reflex saves against area effects, and to stealth checks. Otherwise, you gain the benefits of standard cover, which is what you've just gained.
So just a +2 circumstance bonus. Okay.
The AC, yep.
So you move from your current space, use an action. Ooh, okay. Alright, that's fine. Then with that, that's 2 actions. I'm going to... Because I don't do anything else, because would you believe it? I'm just going to shoot you again.
Okay.
I'm going to immediately lose it.
All right. That is a miss.
Did
I
forget to click?
thought it was 20 lower than your first hit, but I was off by 2.
Oh, that's okay. All right, that's my turn.
All right, that is all 3 actions. Soleil.
All right. Well, I think I am just going to do what I can. I realized that was still there. We'll turn that off. My goodness, that is far.
Is that
I
your
love it.
aura?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Time to move in. Is the sword already drawn?
Were you hunting for flowers with your sword?
Probably not.
Not
So we'll
say
use an
how
action to
close.
draw it.
Okay.
But that's fine, because I can also raise a shield in stride and all that fun stuff. My goodness, that's so far away. Hold on. Where's my measurement tool? It doesn't do that anymore. I need the... That's an aura.
Nice. 2 auras. Here we go.
If you have the tokens controls, there should be the measure distance.
Oh, I just clicked on the wrong measure. That's why. Yep. Why are you so far away? Okay, well...
Because I'm a poor bug.
He's just a little guy.
He is.
Just a little guy. Well, if you're just poor, I mean, I've got extra gold. No.
Yeah. This little bug
I am
wants
gonna
your
still
money.
do. I'm getting mugged. I'm gonna go ahead and move with defensive advance,
Okay.
which is basically just a normal movement. I'm no longer selecting. Hang on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I think
Okay.
right here I can get to.
All right. Just clatter of
and your
armor and
neither
shield
is
as
within.
Soleil advances.
Yeah, I'll go to here.
Just makes absolutely
And
nothing but a
the
noise.
shield is raised.
Morgan, I did consider running this as like a swarm of Ledians, because I was worried about one getting its ass absolutely kicked. But it seems to be managing so far.
Alright, listen. Some unfortunate rolls does not mean that this thing stands a chance.
Well, it shouldn't. This is supposed to be an easy encounter. Alright, so it appears to be in your aura, which probably means you're in its aura as well. So I would like you to give me a will save.
The one that I'm super great at.
Get another crit fail!
How did I... What
Did you have it selected or something?
I clicked the speech bubble next to it, and I apparently just did the same thing. I didn't know I could do that.
Okay. You are the first one to succeed against this. Your mind firm against this disconcerting, this disquieting buzz.
I'm not here for ladybugs.
Nope.
Soleil's here for cute girls.
Okay.
Like
Okay,
priority.
William, you lose stupefied, but then must immediately make a new save against the aura because you are starting your turn in it.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Then
So if
we
you wanna
shall
just-
try it once more.
Yep.
Ba-ba-ba. There is that. And I can just roll against that.
Okay.
Yay!
You're safe this time. You managed to
Oh, thank goodness.
for a brief moment you're able to focus through the buzzing of this creature.
Good, good. Well, I think its reflex saves are really good, so I'm a little concerned. So, before Soleil can move any further, I'm gonna take advantage of this flank
Oh no.
so that I can cast ignition in melee.
Okay.
That is all.
Oof.
Don't mind me.
Alright, let's see what you got.
Nope.
Oh no. Oh wait, because of the off guard.
It doesn't, yeah, it
That is-
doesn't
Yeah?
count for it.
That is exactly a hit.
Beautiful. There we go.
Edge.
Okay. Watch this. This is gonna hurt.
Ooh.
It seems susceptible to your fire damage.
Beautiful.
And maybe
It
soon
was-
I
Before.
now know a thing.
may soon be activating relentless ferocity.
Fair. That's all 3 of my actions.
Alright. Baldir. So
Okay.
you are also no longer stupefied, but you must make a new save against it. Okay, you're safe
Alright, fair
against
enough.
it this time.
Finally, intimidating strike.
Ooh. Okay. 21 is a hit.
Let's get it.
Go ahead and give me some damage. 7, and I'm frightened 1.
And that's it.
Alright, you raise the shield with your last action. It is Ledian's turn. And you know what? I'm also going to delay. Because the
What?
GM, I can just cheat with Relentless Ferocity, but there's something I want to pull off. Lex!
What does that mean? Oh, alright, fine, fair enough.
Oh.
Would you say that I could still see the lovely Ledian, or is William now in the way?
William is in the way, but that is only lesser cover. So you can, it only has a +1 bonus to AC.
I think I might live with it. Yeah, because I don't see anything but... Well, you know what? Alright, we'll be good, we'll be good. I'm actually going to move.
Yeah.
I would love to move
And
25 feet.
not to rag on you, but you are currently unloaded.
Yes, no, yes, I do remember, don't you worry. Oh, you know what? Actually, that's a great point. Thanks. Covered reload. And now I'll move, because I don't care for that bonus. And I'm going to move the 25 feet to get over here.
Okay.
Once I figure out how to stop having a measurement.
Click back on the selecting reticle.
Nope.
So,
That's all right. I got this. There.
Oh.
There. Yeah. There. All right. There we go. 25.
all right.
And now I'm gonna shoot you.
Lex stumblingly or drunkenly stumbles over.
There was a reason I was in the bush. All right. Here
Water
you
in
go.
the bushes.
Is the reason that you're looking for flowers because you're drunk? What's going on here?
Yeah, quiet over there. Just don't you ask questions. I just posted cover reload again. That's my fault. There you go.
Got it.
Take that.
23 is a hit.
Good. Well, fine then. Not a crit? I'm upset.
No.
There you go.
Still alive.
That's my turn.
Soleil,
Is it? Yes, it is.
give me another will save.
Pain.
DC's
Sure.
a little bit lower because of the frightened. All right, you're fine.
Perfect. Do.
At least I had 2 crit fails to begin with.
Actually, I'm gonna do this again. Where is it? Defensive advance.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is a really strong action.
It's one of the new ones they added for the champion, to my knowledge. So it's a really nice.
Yeah, 2 actions for stride, raise a shield, and a strike if you can end your movement.
If you get it within, yeah. So it's
Yeah.
basically the
I
equivalent
mean,
of 3 actions in 2.
Yeah, and which isn't too crazy because we have stuff like sudden charge, which is 2
Yeah.
strides and a strike. I
No,
don't
it's
know,
nothing
having-
new for a lot of people. It's just
having it be 3 like different actions and all of them solid ones. It's very good, very nice. But all right, you get into position. Go ahead and strike my poor, completely defenseless ladybug, who has done nothing to no one.
Un momento, apparently. Shy's mic dropped.
Oh no!
So, fixing now, I guess.
Well, all right.
But
So
Tucker,
while we're doing that, technical difficulties, I want to thank everybody that's come out to the stream, and I do want to mention this monster, this Pokemon, was determined completely randomly because I didn't have a monster prepared to go to test otherwise. So, and I wanted to do something other than Monster Hunter, which I already had in the works. So if you guys have suggestions for monsters you want to see, please let me know. Feel free to give me some new ideas, or like even other Pokemon. Like I said, this was last time I asked for any of these any of my test subjects here to give me a random number within like the range of the Pokemon numbers, and the first one just happened to be Ledian. So, How are we coming on the mic?
It's just amazing.
Man, you said the IP. Just listen. I wouldn't say Pokemon. They come down hard.
Well, if they find me, they can take me for all I'm
If they
worth.
find me.
All one of my dollars.
Just damn.
Oh, hey, you've had $2 in your life, I'm sure.
Once, long, long ago, a far off land. Feels like a dream now. But you know what? I have looked at doing some of the critters from like Pal World.
See, there you go.
It's fun and valid.
They won't hurt you
Yeah, there's
as much.
a little less juice to them. A lot of them only have like a couple moves, but there's still some like cool ones. They got like the big they got the one named after Bahamut. It's like Blazomet or something. That could be cool. Morgan in the house is suggesting Digimon. I've done Digimon before. When it can be some more like monstrous Digimon.
I just did, or rather, I just beat the Elden Ring DLC, and there's quite a few in there that would be pretty neat.
I have seen people posting the Scorpion Centipede check.
Hello?
Oh, hello!
Hello. Hi, hello.
My goodness.
Welcome back.
Just break your stuff.
We missed you.
It's breaking on its own. I don't think you understand. I don't need to add to it. I'm just gonna try and get through my turn.
Yep. Go ahead and hit me with that strike, or at least try.
Hey,
Hopefully
yeet.
fail, but
Yeet.
Hopefully not.
that is
He
indeed
failed.
a fail, even with a frightened. One action remains. You already have a shield raised. You're in position. You just want to go for another strike, or do you have something else in mind?
Do I have? I thought I had a thing. Is it not there anymore?
I don't know.
One action, lay on hands.
Oh no, I swapped that out. Never mind. That's why. On who?
Our hurt Baldir.
Your
You
fighter's
want it,
a
Baldir?
little hurt.
Yeah. They got messed up.
Baldir did take 19 damage.
It hurt
Like-
a lot.
With our level 3 characters, that's probably like half.
You're right. Have 6 HP.
Shouldn't it be 12? Because you're level 3, so it should be heightened to level rank
You're
2,
right. It does heighten. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, although I can just do this, huh?
Yeah.
Ah,
Soleil
yes,
is
healing.
being ran as like a 5th edition paladin where they can just choose how many points they divvy out. She's being stingy.
So on
Doing
top
roll on
of
pinky.
that, oh boy.
Lay on pinky.
Baldir
we go.
not only has that shield raise, which gives a circumstance bonus to AC, but gets the lay on hands effect, which gives them a status bonus to AC.
Oh yeah.
You will
There you
not
go.
be touched.
There you go. Baldir has
25
an
HP
ace.
right now.
That is terrible.
At
Try,
level
to,
3.
try me again.
Well, alright, I will. You know what? The Ledian's jumping in now. And it's got another move to use. It's got Struggle Bug. It makes up to 4 fist strikes, each against a different target. These attacks count towards the Ledian's
Oh.
multiple attack penalty, but the multiple attack penalty doesn't increase until after the Ledian makes all of its strikes. So, I'm just going to start with Baldir here. Miss. Soleil. Critical miss. And...
You targeted the same person again.
whoops. Well, that was still...
It
yes.
wouldn't have mattered.
Would have missed, but still, yeah.
And then, hopefully, the sorcerer. Ah! Gets you
Yep.
exactly.
That's the
Fascinating.
hit.
Damages you. Gains resistance. Is affected by revealing light. Okay. So we can
So,
go ahead
William,
and apply
You get the champion's
champion-
resistance,
Yep.
and I think revealing light requires a save. I'm not sure.
It says a reflex save.
Yep.
It is a spell, and doesn't say it defines it as anything else, so I'm going to get a +1 to this. 25. So,
What is my DC? How do I?
I think that's going to be success. Not what is your charisma?
There it is. Yeah, it's a success.
Okay, but not a critical one, right?
Correct.
So for 2 rounds, the Ledian is dazzled. Oops, I made it invisible. Not the thing I meant to do. You just see it.
Well, even if
Whips that out
you
real
make
quick.
it invisible, it would only be concealed due to the light.
Yep, because of the revealing light.
I
So,
came prepared, apparently.
You have this resistance, but I am throwing out a 12 on the damage. I am rolling rocks for damage. Relatively.
So 2 plus level. at
Really
least.
showing off the Ledian's Iron Fist hidden ability.
So it's less.
Ooh, okay, I'll take that.
Then, with its third and final action, you see these black spots on the shell that normally covers the Ledian's wings seem to glow with the starlight, and a shimmering field surrounds it as it triggers its starlight shield. This is reflective of the light screen and similar moves that the Ledian learns, because it does seem to be specialized more towards defense than anything else in Pokemon. However, that is the extent of my poor bug's turn. It is no longer frightened, but it is not long for this world, as William takes his turn, but starts with a will save.
Yes, sir. Let's do the thing.
I will
Failure.
take it. Bap.
All right. I think I'm gonna just try and keep up the good old 1-2 on this guy. So we'll attempt to cast Ignition.
Oh, I've been forgetting to spend an action to fly, so at this point this thing has dropped to the ground. So it's just this like waist-tall forearm bug punching you guys in the knees.
I love it. My knee. I do not get off Ignition.
Safe. Sorry.
Yep,
That's
nope,
a shame.
That's fair. All right. I will attempt for a third action at a -5 my elemental toss.
Okay, another.
I
All right.
will
Flat check's
successfully
good.
cast elemental toss. Oh, I love that it does the thing. All right. There is a 22.
That is a hit, because I was not
Love
able
it.
to parry.
Yes. And that will do
9 points of
9.
damage. Well, let's see. Oof. Oh, it's untyped.
Wasn't that cast as fire as well?
Right. It
It
rolls
is?
it rolls it as untyped.
when
It-
it.
I'll-
Oh, interesting.
I'll subtract the weakness, but it
Fair,
is
fair.
still standing.
Nice. Okay. Noted. That is all 3 of my actions then.
All right. Aldir, give me a will save. Sorry, wrong thing. Will save.
Are you serious?
Oof. Another.
You know, I have a hero point, so
Would
I'm
you
just
like-
gonna use it.
Okay, so you know what? That's fun. So we can show you another little facet here. So if you right-click on your role there, on like that sort of like chat window, there's an option to re-roll using a hero point.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. All right, so that is a success. So you take no effects from the disquieting buzz.
All
And
right,
if you
we're
look
just-
at your character sheet, it has automatically subtracted the hero point that you spent on that reroll.
Foundry is incredible.
It is a very nice thing.
We're just gonna be hacking away.
Oh no. Yep. Go ahead. Finish me off. Yeah, that is exactly the amount of HP it had left. And with everything shown on the Ledian, except for the parry trait of its fists, which I don't think we need to really show off, you have felled my monster.
No.
Yay!
My poor bug,
We totally
Perishes.
didn't just murder a ladybug.
a four-armed ladybug that is punching people. But yes.
It was clearly irradiated and mutated, like something was wrong. Okay.
This is actually a
Yeah, the
Fallout
flower!
universe. But all right, that covers the combat portion of our show this evening. We are now going to move on to discussion of the design of the Ledian within Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So, with that being the case, those of my crew that are helping me out with this, if you would go ahead and open up the Monsters folder, you should be able to find the Ledian character sheet in it, and should be able to open it.
Or you could also just be able to
double-click on the creature?
The token, yeah.
Yep, that is another
Probably
option.
be a little easier.
That I forget you guys have access to. Sometimes thinks it's a me-specific thing. Alright, let's see here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh man, it's weak to a whole lot.
It is a flying bug type.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I guess flying, so cold, and then bug, so electricity and fire.
Flying
it
is
should be weak to
the
blight.
electricity weakness, and the cold and fire is the bug weakness.
Ah, bloody no Pokemon. Alright, that makes sense though.
Yeah, so Morgan is pointing out this is an easy encounter. It lasted 3 rounds, which is, probably about what you're looking for in an easy encounter against a single creature. It seemed fairly balanced. It got some hits in, it took some hits. So, right before we dive into numbers, how do we feel about this thing?
I liked it. I think it would be a really fun fight to have like a couple in a bigger party.
Yep, absolutely, like a swarm of Ledians, like Morgan in the house was suggesting earlier. Could be very fun to do, and fits with the whole like bug theme they got going on.
Like everything freezes, but
Oh no,
Welcome back. He's still having technical
He's
difficulties. I would assume.
lost Shy. He will be missed.
damn, I got written off immediately.
Yeah, correct.
It's almost like
You know
I can still hear his voice.
Man, rest in peace.
I will hunt from the grave.
Soleil now has the ghost dedication. So the Ledian is not designed following any specific roadmap. I did kind of build this a little bit more defensively than I do most creatures, but at the same time, I did try to play into the fact that this is not a strong Pokemon. It is not respected at all. When I was talking to the folks on the Monster Monday Discord, they were like, "This thing should be level 3 at its max," which isn't really which isn't really how I figure levels for Pokemon. I look at like the levels that they evolve into their form or get like important moves to them. And so I was originally looking at this thing, making this thing at level 5. Since Lady Ba evolves into Ledian at level 18, and I just rounded up to level 20, which is the equivalent of level 5 within Pathfinder on the Pokemon scale. People were very upset by that idea. They were personally offended, it seemed like. Maybe I'm misinterpreting.
I should say this Pokemon is actually trash in the
It
game.
is, from what I understand. But I wanted to bake it for Pathfinder, not necessarily from the games. And so I'm trying to capture more the spirit rather than the exact statistics. So, with that being the case, as a level 4 creature, and you know what that is what I capitulated on. I made it only level 4 rather than level 5. But it does have a high dexterity. High dexterity. A between high and moderate wisdom. I was kind of relating it because there's actually a lot of mention about it sort of like being connected to the stars and stuff in its lore, if not represented in any of its abilities, aside from, I think, Swift. It has a between low and moderate charisma and strength, and then it has a moderate constitution. I made it as a beast because I think most animal-like Pokemon, ones that aren't like dragons or constructs or something like that, I do think most of them fall into the beast category, given the intelligence that Pokemon tend to demonstrate. However, on a suggestion from Sheratos over on the Monster Monday Discord, I did also add the Fey trait because I thought that was a cool idea, and it kind of felt like they fit. because part of their design seems to be influenced with aliens a little bit of like the Greys in their DNA. And I thought like the Fae was both matching with the ladybug theme as well as a little bit of that alien theme. So I thought that was a cool idea to incorporate. For its perception, it uses a high bonus. I don't know, it's a bug. It's got those compound eyes, maybe, possibly. Who knows? They don't look compound, but they might be. Based on its high dexterity and help it maneuver in flight, it has a high acrobatics, but a low athletics and astrology lore, which is, again, based on that relation to the stars. And then it has a moderate stealth. Defensively, we are looking at only a moderate AC, in part because it has the parry trait and the Starlight Shield, which, as I said, was based on the like safeguard ability and reflectability and its light shield or whatever it's called that it can create within Pokemon. Saving throws, it's got 2 high saving throws with both reflex and will, based a little bit on its ability scores. Then it only has a moderate fortitude, but it does have a +1 status bonus to all saves against magic, which is specifically based on its high special defense, which is like its only good stat in Pokemon. And I'm not even sure how relatively good it is.
It's actually really good.
Is
like,
it? Okay.
Surprisingly pretty good.
Okay. I used a moderate pool of hit points. I didn't want to make this thing too tanky with all its with its saves and stuff, but I didn't want to go into low because, again, as we mentioned, it has 3 weaknesses to 3 really common damage types, or at least really popular damage types. Has no resistances or anything like that. It is fairly fast. It's got a 30-foot regular speed on the ground, as well as a 40-foot fly speed, because speed did seem to be its second best stat, and had a few like priority moves that I wanted to represent with that. It only has a moderate 2 hit bonus, and its damage is also only moderate, but it does have the agile trait and the parry trait on its fists. That covers the basics of the numbers. Any thoughts or feelings there?
Not personally, no. I think it was overall just a satisfying fight.
Yeah, I do feel fairly
same.
happy with this fight. I actually ended up basing a couple of its moves off of the Hydra. Because Rapid Fire Rumble, aside from being based off of what's it called, Mach Punch, yeah, because it's like Mach 4 speed, which is like a multi-hit punch within Pokemon. This is based on the Hydra's, I think, Storm of Jaws ability or something like that, where it gets like, even on a failure but not a critical failure, it gets at least 1 hit because all of the heads are attacking. And so this is just all the fists are attacking, so it sneaks at least 1 hit through. On the other hand, Struggle Bug hits everybody because, from my recollection, Struggle Bug within Pokemon, which is something that admittedly the Ledian doesn't learn until level 24, but it inflicts damage to all adjacent opponents. It also lowers the target's special attack by 1 stage, which made me consider having another way for it to distribute Stupefied. I didn't feel like it was that necessary. I instead just kind of wrapped that into its disquieting Buzz move, which is also at least partially inspired by stuff like Bug Buzz, though that's more thematic than it is mechanical. Its aura uses a moderate DC for its level, and it doesn't actually use any other DCs otherwise. So that's the last of the number things. Only other thing of note is Rapid Fire Rumble. With that extra 2d6 damage on a hit, it does raise the Ledian's damage to extreme for its level. However, it takes all 3 actions to do. I could maybe make it 2 because that's what the Hydra is. But I don't know. I didn't want to, because then it could maintain its flight. But it is lower level, so I thought maybe they should have to pay for it in some way. How do you guys feel about that?
19 damage hurts.
Yes.
At
That's
level
fair.
3, that hurts.
Yeah. Like I said, I did manage to get extreme damage. Though technically the 2d6 I rolled was average, because it was a 7. Yeah.
I think everything makes sense. The only thing that I had a little note on was the disquieting buzz. With 2 of our party critically failing, they became stupefied 2, but that had no difference to stupefied 1, I guess, besides them having to make that check. I was just curious on, was there a reason that it's until the start of their next turn and then they lose both, or?
It's just kind of general aura stuff. Most aura stuff just like lasts for like a round.
I think for your confusion, Oreo, there is a difference between Stupefied 1 and 2. It's a higher DC with just Stupefied 2. It's basically it's DC 5, I believe, plus the value of Stupefied.
Yeah. When you're casting a spell. Yeah, and it also just increases the penalties applied by Stupefied. So, for example, when William was Stupefied 2, when he succeeded at a spell, his DCs were 2 lower, as were any of his spell attacks. Whereas when he was Stupefied 1, the flat check was both easier, and he was only taking -1 on his spell attack, rolls, and DCs.
Okay. The only thing that I'm comparing it to is for, like, I think barbarians. They have like they make people frightened, and if they're like next to them at the start of their next turn, they don't lose, or they can only go down to frightened 1. So I was just curious if that was something that should have been.
That is different because frighten is usually removed at the end of your turn.
I see. Okay.
Well, so then last thing I want to ask, I think we're about good here. We're almost good to wrap this up. Robin, you and anybody else who's familiar with Pokemon, Robin, you seem familiar with this Pokemon. Anything you feel like that is integral to the creature that you feel like I should add?
I was wondering if you were going to bring up the special defense, because, I mean, I was just looking at the stat page because it is weirdly huge.
So that is its +1 status to all saves versus magic.
Yeah. That was the only thing I was going to bring up until you brought it up.
Yep. Well, great.
No, I mean, it seems like a pretty faithful. I agree with everyone who was saying that it does not deserve to be level 5.
Listen, I've just been building Pokemon based off of what level they would be relatively in their Pokemon game. But I like I said, I compromised and I lowered the Ledian to level 4.
Pokemon has this weird thing where especially the bugs are always pretty trash, with some key exceptions.
Hey,
but
watch your mouth. Vikavolt is amazing and should be cherished.
Ledian is caught pretty early on, and pretty much all the bug Pokemon you catch pretty early on will not even make it past the halfway point.
Yeah. But Vikavolt and Galvantula are precious and should be treasured.
I love Galvantula. I do.
That is my my TED Talk on bug Pokemon. Thank you guys for coming out. And thank you to both my test subjects here for tonight's Monster Mash, and everybody that came out to the stream, or are watching this in the future. You know what? I thank you as well for taking your time to do so.
No.
We will be back next weekend, theoretically, probably, possibly. You never know what's going to happen. With another Monster Mash. And so we will see you all again with a fresh monster, some probably fresh characters. Until then, stay safe, be good. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Farewell.
Bye.